y'all, and welcome back to DuSouth Sips and Travel Tips. I'm Nina V. King DuPont, and today we are actually in Disney Springs. We flew down to Orlando for a quick weekend. We have something personal we have to do here on Sunday. It is Friday. We landed about 10 o'clock this morning. Our flight was about 10 minutes late getting out, and we went and checked in at a Holiday Inn that's about a mile from Disney Springs. It's fine, it's nothing special, probably won't even do a room tour of it or anything like that, but everything around here was a 3-night minimum, so we were really pigeonholed into where we could stay. So tomorrow we are hitting Epcot, and I'm going to take you all on our drinking around the world journey. So here we go. If you've never been to Disney Springs, it's basically an outdoor mall area. It used to be called Downtown Disney back in the late 80s and 90s when I was growing up. It's basically a collection of a ton of specialty shops like Lego Shop, Tea Shop, all kinds of official Disney stores with official Disney merch, and tons of restaurants that are themed. And if y'all know me, I love a theme restaurant. For lunch, we ate at Raglan Road Pub, which is an Irish, English kind of themed pub. It's more on the Irish side of things. Gregg really liked it when we were there in 2019, so we ended up going back. We both enjoyed what we had. We didn't think it was that great. I actually got the chicken sandwich, which you'll see here. It's basically just a buffalo chicken sandwich that had Parmesan on the top. It was just meh. And Gregg got the fish and chips. They did bring out Irish soda bread before the meal, which was really good, but extremely heavy. To us, this was not worth the money that we spent. It was around $70. I'm the only one that even got a drink. I got an unsweetened tea. Gregg had water, and we had the 2 entrees, and it was $70. Hey y'all, so we are about to go out for the evening. We are going to go to the tiki bar here at the Holiday Inn that we're staying at. It looks super cute, and then we're going to head to Trader Sam's. Hopefully we'll be able to get in since we're going so early and not have to wait forever. And then we may go to another Disney resort to have drinks, and eventually I think we'll end up at Disney Springs. So anyways, should be fun. I will take lots of video of our drinks this evening. To start off our first night, we headed over to the Polynesian Resort. The Polynesian Resort is basically like going to the South Pacific without actually really going there. It is a Magic Kingdom resort. I've always absolutely adored it. It's so expensive to stay there, but I wanted to take Gregg to Trader Sam's because he'd never been before. However, it was a 3-hour wait to get in. So we ended up at the Tiki Terrace, had drinks there, and really enjoyed what we had. Trader Sam's is a 3-hour wait to get in. They wouldn't even take our name, so we are having Trader Sam's drinks on the Tiki Terrace here at the Polynesian. It is our first drink. It is still beautiful. I got the zombie, and Hub's got the...
I got the Mai Tai.
I think that's what we did. Cheers. Still as good as I remember, y'all. After we enjoyed some drinks at Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace, we took an Uber back over to Disney Springs and ended our night at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. It's always really fun to visit this bar. It is aviation themed, / Explorers Club kind of theme, / Indiana Jones piloting kind of themed. The food there is good. I've had appetizers there before, and the drinks are also really well crafted. We were able to score a seat on the terrace area, or the like over the water kind of area. I don't know how we were able to do that because it was so crowded. Jock Lindsay's is first come, first serve. There is no reservation for this bar, and it was a really good time. We were able to see the fireworks from Magic Kingdom and some of the other parks from where we were seated, so that was really, really enjoyable. So I've been coming to Disney all my life, and I've never seen it this crowded. So I'm going to sport on Miserable. We are going to head back to a restaurant near our hotel and relax there, and then I've got to get up early to do Genie Plus for Epcot tomorrow. I've got to wake up at 6:50 because 7 a.m. is the first time I can do Genie Plus. FYI, if you're trying to do that. Here we are. Good morning. We are at Epcot today, and I will be vlogging. We're gonna do drinking around the world after we eat lunch. We do have a lunch at the sit down in the Chinese pavilion. We've already been in the park today, and I've been coming to Disney my entire life, multiple times, probably been here 40 times, I would say, and I've never seen this many people here, so it's kind of crazy pants. But it is a holiday weekend, so we're gonna make the best of it, and yeah, welcome to Epcot. Epcot is my absolute favorite park at Disney. I've been going there since I was a little girl, and it's always been my favorite. Thus why we ended up at this park for our short trip. It's divided up into two different areas: the World Showcase, where you have all sorts of representations from various countries throughout the world, and then the other piece of the park was originally meant to teach folks about discovery and science. However, it's changed a little bit over the years, but it's still really, really fun. One of the things that has caught on in popularity over the years is drinking around the world at Epcot, and I'm guilty of it. I always love to do it. This is our first drink of the day. It is the marshmallow mezcal margarita. We're officially drinking around the world. These were $16.50 a piece. All right, second drink of the day. This is Norway. This is the Viking coffee. It was $14.50 in person. I've actually had this before, and it's excellent. Cheers, babe. We got our third drinks in Germany. I got a white wine. I think it was like $13.50, and Gregg got a beer. It was a light German beer. It's our fourth drink. We're kind of behind. We just rode Ratatouille. It was amazing. I got the Kir Royale. We're in France, and Gregg got a French beer. Mine was $21, and Gregg's was $10. We are about 4 drinks in, so for us that's like nothing. We're gonna definitely hit up Italy next because we haven't been there yet for the sangria. It's my favorite, and then definitely the English pavilion. Not sure where else we'll go. We're probably going to try to get a snack here. If y'all know me from other videos on my channel, you know that we are super late eaters, so we may end up eating something near our hotel. So drink number, I can't remember what we're on, but we're in Italy. I did get 2 drinks. I got the Italian margarita. I think this was like $12. And my favorite, the sangria from Italy. I get it every time I come. It was $11, and Gregg got a 12-ounce pour of the Peroni. I think it was like $10 or $11. So, as promised, I wanted to give you all the cost of drinking around the world for us. So we did drink at 5 different countries. Usually we do more, but it was just so crowded that we didn't go to more than that this time. The cost was $151. Now that does include tip, because you don't tip. You just go up to a kiosk, everything's pre-made, and you get it and you go. So if you think about it that way, tip is included. One thing we did notice since the pandemic, the mixed drinks definitely seem to be watered down. We did not feel as though we had any kind of buzz or felt really anything after those 5 drinks. Maybe a little bit, but obviously they can't water down beer, wine, but still it's very different, I feel like. I do not feel like it was money well spent. It was fun, but again, it will be a number of years before we return to Disney. It's been a really fun day here. A little aggravating at times because there are so many people. We did opt into the Disney Genie Plus option, I guess if you will, in order to get on rides quicker. It's really interesting how that works. We were able to do the like the big ball at Epcot. I can never remember what that's called. We got on that in like a couple of minutes, and then we did do the new Ratatouille ride in France. We got on that in about 10 minutes, but due to the algorithms and stuff, we cannot get a Genie Plus pass for Frozen or for just about anything else that we really want to do. I heard that's kind of the way the algorithm works. Because today is such a high demand day, I did pay $70 for both Greg and I to do Disney Genie Plus. So it's not cheap, but I definitely think it's worth it, even just for the 2 rides because we just jumped on. As I stated earlier, we weren't able to get a reservation anywhere for lunch except for Nine Dragons. It was really good. It's in the Chinese pavilion at Epcot. I had the Kung Pao chicken, which was really tasty, and Greg had the honey sesame chicken. So the park was so crowded that around 6 p.m. we ended up leaving, which we never do, and we took the Skyliner over to the Riviera Resort. The Riviera Resort was super nice. It is DVC only, which means Disney Vacation Club. Unfortunately, that means that if you are not a member of DVC, then you cannot stay there, but we really enjoyed the grounds. We had an appetizer there, and we had some drinks, and just really took it all in. It was really fun. So we're going to talk a little bit about our recent trip to Epcot. We did go, like I said, for a personal reason, and that reason was to get our new son. This is Hammy DuPont. His name is actually Hamilton Picard DuPont, but this is our new family member, and we couldn't be more excited. All right, first let's talk a little bit about Disney Springs. We did eat at Raglan Road when we were there for lunch, and we walked around during the day shopping for my mom, and we also came back later that evening for drinks. What did you think about the food this time at Raglan Road compared to last time, and what did you get, if you remember?
I got the fish and chips. It was good. I think it may have been better in 2019.
Yeah, I got some kind of like mushroom thing last time, and this time I got the just chicken sandwich. It was okay. It was nothing. It wasn't anything great. I think the meal was $70, including tip. And honestly, we live in downtown Atlanta, as you all know, and the food was not very good compared to a pub or something that we could go get food at here. So I would definitely not return to that restaurant. The theming is really cool. You probably saw that earlier in the video. It's a really neat experience. If you don't live in an area that has something like this, then I definitely think it's worth a visit. So later that evening, we went to the Polynesian Resort to have some drinks. It was a 3-hour wait to get into Trader Sam's, so we actually went out onto the patio where they serve the drinks from Trader Sam's. It's just not the same experience, really. But Greg, what did you think of the drinks there?
I thought the drinks were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no complaints there.
Yeah, the drinks were absolutely incredible, as they always are. If you ever have the opportunity to go to Trader Sam's at Disneyland or Disney World, I would highly recommend it just for the experience inside, and I hate that Greg did not get to experience that. All right, so the following day, we did go to spend the day at Epcot. We got there around 9 a.m. I had to wake up super early to do the Genie Plus, but I will talk about that on my own. We ate lunch at Nine Dragons. We could not get a reservation anywhere. This was a last minute trip, so everything that we wanted to do was booked up. I tried to get us a reservation at San Angel, which is our favorite. It is the Mexican restaurant that is inside of the pyramid, but could not get in at all. So the only option we really had was the Chinese. I've never eaten there before. I've obviously Greg and I have done the quick service, but we've not actually eaten in the restaurant. My parents have, and they loved it. So, Greg, what did you think about the food at Nine Dragons?
I thought the food was good. Yeah. I mean, no complaints. Large portions, if that's a thing for you.
Greg did get the honey sesame chicken, and I got the Kung Pao chicken. I thought it was great. I thought it was just like any other Chinese food restaurant, really. But the service was excellent. And again, the theming, Disney always does a theme, right? The theming inside was awesome. It was a really enjoyable meal. It was a great way to spend an hour and a half away from all the crowds. That leads us into the drinking around the world piece that you saw earlier in the video. We did drink around the world. We had about 5 drinks inside the park. We hit up various countries. So Greg, what did you think about the drinks this time versus before?
I thought they were good, but we've talked about this already previously and feel like they're watering the drinks down.
Greg and I both drink a lot, full disclosure, and in 2019 we probably had the same amount of drinks and we did kind of feel something. This time, absolutely nothing. Obviously they can't water down the beer and things like that, but we did have a number of mixed drinks, and I don't believe they're putting the alcohol content in those mixed drinks like they usually do. They are pre-poured. If you've never been before, they're pre-batched, as they say. And so you aren't really seeing what goes into them. They are extremely tasty, but I don't think that they're worth the price point that you're paying. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about just the Epcot experience this time. I know, Greg, you have some opinions about that, and I do too. What did you think about the overall experience? And we'll talk about rides in a minute, but what did you think about the overall experience this time?
If there wouldn't have been packed to the gills, I think it could have been a good time. But considering it was, you know, elbows to elbows with people, not very enjoyable kind of experience.
No, it's not the Disney that I remember that I grew up going to, as I said earlier in this video, and it really kind of made it miserable. We left the park at 6 p.m. We normally don't do that because we paid to be there the whole day. The tickets for this particular day, and again, the tickets ebb and flow based on how many people are wanting to come into the park. They were $165 per person, so that's not cheap. So we had planned to stay till 9 p.m. We couldn't get dinner reservations anywhere. We just were like, well, we're over it. And we got on the Skyliner and went to the Riviera Resort, and we had drinks there and a snack, and it was excellent. But yeah, it was absolutely, you know, it was pretty miserable just because the volume of people. Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios both sold out for that day. Epcot and Animal Kingdom did not, but I mean, Epcot was absolutely at capacity, it felt like. So we did ride 2 rides when we were there. That's all we could really get on. We rode the Around the World, or the ball. I can never remember the name of it. We rode that, and then we rode Ratatouille. And I just thought Ratatouille was excellent. I mean, it was just state of the art. It was so fun. It did somewhat make up for the price of Genie Plus for me. Greg, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Spaceship Earth?
Yeah, that's it. It's Spaceship Earth. Yeah.
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 Always loved that one. And the Ratatouille, that was our first time, and it was awesome.
It was really, really cool. Last thing, the Holiday Inn that we stayed at. I thought it was excellent. I will put the information here as well. I thought for the money, it was a little pricey, but everything is pricey now in this area. They still have a hidden resort fee. Many of these hotels in the Orlando area have a hidden resort fee that they may not be upfront about. That resort fee for us was $40 a night, and we did not utilize any of the services. They give you this upcharge because they may have a shuttle. They did have a shuttle that goes to the park, and they have a pool, and they try to justify it in that way. We were only like 5 or 10 minutes from Epcot, and we were about 5 minutes from Disney Springs. So I think it's a great location. Even to the Polynesian and Magic Kingdom, it was only maybe like a 15-minute ride. So definitely highly recommend this property for the location. And the rooms were decent. I didn't do a room tour because it was just so basic, but they did have a microwave, a large mini fridge, and like a full kind of little bar situation in the room. So, I mean, it would be great for a family. Lots of closet space, safe, etc. All right, so yeah, I think that's about it. Let's talk Genie Plus. So I did purchase the Genie Plus for our day at Epcot. You can purchase Genie Plus the day that you go into said park at 7 a.m. So I set my alarm, bought it at 7 o'clock. I was able to get a Genie Plus pass. It's also called a Lightning Pass for ratatouille at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Once you make that first reservation with Genie Plus, you have to wait 2 or 3 more hours, I can't remember how long, until you can make your next one. So we got up, we got our day started, and we headed into the park, and we got a coffee. We stood in line like 40 minutes to get, maybe 30-ish minutes to get a coffee. Again, the lines were just absolutely nutty buckets, insanity pants. We'll say that the Lightning Pass or the Genie Plus Pass, you get on like that. It's fast. So then I waited a couple more hours, and then I basically was locked out of making any other ride reservations for the rest of the day. What happens is if too many people are in the parks and there's too many people trying for certain rides or already have the Genie Plus for certain hours, you're kind of out of luck. So basically I spent $70 for us to ride 2 rides. Really disappointed in the Genie Plus. Plus it's difficult to kind of navigate. Like the price for Genie Plus ebbs and flows. So it depends on how many people are in the parks. When we bought our Genie Plus pass was President's Day weekend that Saturday. It's the highest the Genie Plus has ever been. If the Genie Plus was like 20 bucks a person, cool. But again, it was 70 for both of us. So I felt like that was a lot of money. But again, if it was cheaper, I would definitely do it again. It's like Disney's like work now. If you want these dinner reservations, or you want to get on these rides, or you want, you've really got to stay on your phone, look at the app, and just constantly be on like that. And I personally don't like that. I didn't grow up going to Disney like that. It's just really kind of sad to me. Just really disappointed. I honestly hate that I even went to Epcot. I hate that I spent that kind of money and I walked away from the experience feeling kind of robbed. It was crazy pants. Hey y'all, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification so you'll know every time DuSouth Sips and Travel Tips upload. Also, I realized this video was a little bit of a segue from what we normally push out. Hope you enjoyed it. Our next video is going to be about Helen, Georgia. I am going to Helen, Georgia with a group of high school friends this weekend. And then the video after that will be all about tipping at an all-inclusive resort. So I know I get a lot of questions about how much I tip and what is appropriate to tip, who is appropriate to tip. So I'm eager to get that video pushed out for you all as well. And our next big trip is to Jamaica towards the end of the month. Gonna vlog all of that. We're doing all the things, Club Mo Bay, private transfer. We are also doing a private bar hopping tour, which should be really, really cool. So can't wait to show you all the sips and fun then. Till then, don't forget, experiences are greater than material things. Have a great rest of your day.